Good morning, new 1%. It's Toshi Boomin coming at you with yet another video. Guys, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 25,000 subscribers. It seems like a tall task, but I think we could get there, guys. Got my hot tea and honey locked and loaded, ready to go. Let's get this show started. So VeChain gets listed on Prime XBT. This is something that we talked about earlier in the week. Thought I'd bring it back up. Can leverage trade on this website here, one of the premier leverage trading sites. I don't recommend leverage trading, but if you're bored, it could be a good way to pass the time and lose a lot of money, just like the casino. So Prime XBT goes all in with latest crypto. It's long offer Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, EOS, and recently added the likes of Doge, Uniswap, Solana, Polkadot, Chainlink, XRP, and VeChain. Alright, they've also added Sandbox, Filecoin, Elrond, Axie Infinity, Clayton, Helium, Theta, and Monero. This list includes some of the most prominent projects in each pillar of the growing crypto landscape. Metaverse, DeFi, GameFi are all well represented. Along with a slate of miscellaneous but upcoming projects, crypto traders and investors are seeking exposure to a wide range of crypto pairs. They look no further than Prime XBT. So this is pretty cool, guys. Check out Prime XBT. This is VeChain's own. I like it. They're posting daily VeChain news plus news and notes throughout the crypto ecosystem. So go ahead and check them out. It's a good site. Good site, well written articles. So yeah, guys, moving on. We got the VeChain Foundation, and they post VeChain enables carbon management solutions with profound implications for global efforts to reduce emissions below we explore food. VeChain proudly pioneers revolutionary applications of blockchain sustainability via smart contracts. This is pretty awesome, guys. Let's take a look at the article here. VeCarbon decarbonizing the food sector one data point at a time. Not going to read the whole thing. Obviously, it's a pretty long article, but let's take a look at some of the application scenarios for VeCarbon. Obviously, number one, let me go ahead and take a sip of tea before we get into this. All right, so obviously, number one, we've got food supply chain carbon management. The VeCarbon platform features carbon management system that helps enterprises in the food sector manage their carbon emissions as well as those of their suppliers. Stakeholders are easily able to implement carbon reduction measures at key emission points, facilitating the optimization of production processes and driving low carbon food manufacture, reduced waste, and lowered energy consumption. The VeCarbon platform calculates emissions reductions using carbon reduction methodology, which they have patented, that will form a carbon neutrality index for the sector, providing benchmarks that will act to guide national food production down a green path. Number two, carbon asset management services. By integrating VeChain's carbon emission reduction system, the user gains a carbon asset module able to digitize and manage carbon assets of enterprises. The platform helps construct and implement carbon emission reduction methodologies by providing a qualitative calculation service and auditing documentation of key data related to carbon assets. With this, VeCarbon greatly enhances the efficacy of the enterprise carbon emission reduction projects and enables participation in carbon market trading, opening access to further secondary markets. So digitizing carbon, being able to use that carbon and transform it into an asset to be traded on secondary services. Green eco marketing is one of the last use cases. And guys, you have to understand that these use cases are predicted use cases. These aren't even the use cases that are going to be born out of crypto, out of this software that they don't even know about yet. So carbon footprint labels that empower customers. More enterprises join the ecosystem and a more precise and refined carbon data is gained, VeCarbon can provide ever more granular insights, providing highly precise carbon labels from products themselves. The label would include the carbon data of raw materials, procurement, packaging, and logistics, and so on, empowering customers to choose products based on carbon emissions data. In a global economy where sustainability is at the forefront of development, such technologies provide invaluable marketing opportunities as well as help customers make informed choices. So it's actually pretty cool, guys. Right now we see with the Great Reset, something we've talked about on this channel before, the world is moving towards a more sustainable, green, and I'm using air quotes because, you know, we don't really know what, they haven't really defined sustainability, okay? But once this gets built out, I think sustainability will be more defined, green energy will be more defined, the circular economy will be more defined, and VeChain is moving in that direction. So this is pretty awesome, guys. They say that VeCarbon is more than just a piece of technology. It's a vital tool that can advance society and serve humanity by creating transparency and trust in opaque, siloed data streams. Again, what's the use of data if it's siloed and it can't be compared with other data points, looked at, analyzed from other data points? That's definitely something that we need to work on. The level of collaboration the technology can enable is beyond anything that has come before. I can't wait to see it's rolled out, and I can't wait to see it being adopted. They're doing a lot of marketing for this right now, so hopefully they'll get some companies on board, and we can start talking about that. So this is pretty awesome, guys. Shout out to VeChain, and we're moving on. All right, guys, real quick, World of V holders, there is another proposal in the VEX governance ecosystem here. So basically, without going into all this, if you provide liquidity to the World of VeChain liquidity pair, this vote will allow people to receive VEX on top of that as well. The VEX team will move together with the World of V team to begin providing a monthly allocation from a yield farming budget of 2,000 VEX and 200,000 World of V. This will continue to either team cease the program. If the amendment will result in raising the rewards, then another formal review will be submitted to make us community aware of the feedback. So I'm just keep you guys informed on the governance here if you're interested. I know a lot of people had a lot of World of E tokens, and they were providing liquidity for that. So the submission date was March 3rd. If it gets passed, I will let you guys know. And finally, guys, we have more patent information here. Thank you to Isaac for finding this wonderful report. VeChain filed a patent application on the 3rd of February, on the 2nd of March, sorry, for the method user device management device storage medium and computer program product for key management. So this is pretty cool. So a method of key management comprising obtaining at user device of a primary user for splitting a transaction key, the number of users in a group of users for managing the transaction key, and a first predetermined value, the first predetermined value indicating a minimum number of users in the group, users for restoring the transaction key randomly generating based on a message from a management device linked to further users of the group, the transaction key wherein a transaction key associated with the processing of permission of a present transaction, wherein the message includes at least a public key of the further user, splitting the transaction key into subkeys, the number of subkeys being the same as the number of users, encrypting them, and so on and so forth. So this is pretty cool, guys. Shout out to VeChain. Continue in the chop wood, continue to do the hard science, and that's what's going to get us to where we need to go. 752 days left to the next Bitcoin block, have you guys, and the markets are looking pretty good. You know, they're not too down. There's some coins that are up slightly here. Anything major going on? Doesn't really look like it. Ren is up, our Weave is up, but overall the markets are moving sideways. Waves is up about 14%. That's good for them. Anything dumping? Not really. Alright guys, well that's all I have for you today. I love y'all so much. Don't let your means be dreams. Stay tuned for the Cardano updates. Have an amazing day. Goodbye.